Right, good morning everyone. Now I've been really busy just sorting bits out and making a couple of projects, or started to make a couple of projects. I don't want those. I'm going to show you how to make, let me just get rid of this flower as well as that one today. I'm going to make this one first. I've got the back to that. So that's to be done, but let me just put these bits to one side. I've got a ribbon there, I've got tweezers there if I need them. You're going to need one of these tools. Do you know what? It's that long since I've used it, I've forgotten what they're called. But you put them in the middle and you put that onto some fabric or something, or some foam, and you can just swirl that around and it lifts all the petals up. So we're going to be doing that, but that's later. So I'm just going to put that in my jar. I've got my tweezers there if I need them, scissors, and then I did make that one last night just to be different, a Christmas one, same way as I did the others, and use one of these with the stamen and a bit of trim and some lace on the edge and then some tassel. But I think that's going to look lovely on a Christmas tree somewhere. So there's that one. I found these as well in case I wanted them. Let me just put these to one side. We're going to need felt. Right. So I now need, just to make sure this is cut right, it's probably a centimetre and a half wide. And then what you're going to need are your scissors, and you just have to snip. I'm just cutting the end off. Don't cut right down, because obviously you're going to need something to twist, because you have to roll it on itself. Now I've cut this one at 6 inches long, so I'm just going to take some tweezers to start with, and if my glue gun's ready, just a dab of glue on there, and then you start and you roll that like that. And just keep it flat. Right, I'm just going to take my tweezers out and just keep this edge flat. So there you've got, and then you can open that up a little bit. I'm just going to seal this end one off. Like that, and you've got your centre of the flower. So I hope you can see that. So just put that to one side. Now with this one, I've cut these at 2 inches wide. And then all I'm going to do is fold it over, a little dab of glue on one end. That's all you need. A lot of people do tape. I don't, because it makes it too bulky, and I don't glue it all the way along. I just do dots of glue here and there about every inch, because that way it's more flexible to use. Just a dab of glue. Because if you did the glue all the way along, it would be hard to roll. Oops, a daisy, put that back. So you get that little gap in between and it's more flexible. And just seal it off like that. Now you can use it. If I use 2, let me just show you on this one again. I used 2 of these on that and I got that size flower. I'll get that off in a minute. You see? So it's a nice size flower. About 1, 2, 3 inch wide. I'm going to use this piece. And then as soon as they're stuck, just let that one dry while I go to this one, is you start to cut them. And you need to get as close to the edge as possible, but you need to leave at least 1/2 centimetre to be able to fold it. So do take care when you're doing this. Okay, so now we've got that. And then what you do is you take hold of the centre bit that you've made and you start adding this one. And make sure you get the right end. So all your frills have got to show the same way. But you've still got to keep the bottom section flat. When you get used to doing them, if you do them, you know, more than once, you will go a little bit faster. And then we just join on the next one. Like that. And you keep doing this layer by layer to get the fullness of the flower that you're after. I never like to do mine too big. It depends what the project is. So we're just going to let that dry for a minute. Doesn't matter about all those. And as long as that layer's flat, and then you can open it up and you've got yourself a perfectly good flower. Because a lot of times we have this fabric, but we don't do anything with it. I don't think I want to put another one on mine. I'm quite happy with the way that is. I like them. I like this size. You know, you can spread it out a little bit, or you can bring it in. So, but I like that. So now this one, which is makes this flower. Now I haven't coloured mine. I could do, I suppose. Let me get a colour. Right, so we're just going to take a piece, fold it in half. Let me get my bone folder. Fold it in half again. And then we're going to fold that one back. like that. And then we fold that one back. Now they don't have to be perfect. We don't look for perfection on this channel, but we look for things that look handmade. So I'm just going to cut across, make that cone. Now I can open it up, and what we do is we shape the petal like that. Turn it over, starting at the top, working. And we do the same with this one. Well, that's a bit close to the bone as that one. And then open that up, fold it the opposite way. Turn that over. And there you go. You've got an 8-petal flower. And that is what we're looking for the base. And then what I'm going to do with this is to take my scissors, and I'm just going to break up the fibre a little bit and curl it upwards. So you just put in the blade of the scissors underneath and do that. Be careful you don't rip it. Okay, so we've just got a little bit of shape to that. Now, you can do 6-petal or 8-petal, it doesn't really matter. So, you can do them all the same like that. And the bottom one you curl up. The next one that will go on top of that, we twist the sides. We're just twisting them, curling them up. As long as you've got all of the sections done, we open that up, curl that back. And we do the same with that side. Now I actually do have a big shot, you know, that you can run a die through to cut these, but I can't be bothered. I like doing them by hand. Now, before I do anything like twisting this, what I'm going to do now is to use my pad and ink and just colour them. Oops. Just do that. They don't have to be perfect. We're not looking for perfection. Just want to colour them. Turn it over, do both sides because you're going to twist it, remember. Mine's just going to be all different shades of brown. Oh, I like that. I'm going to have that at the top instead of the bottom. We also need to do the base of this one. Oh, I do like it the way it's all patchy. I'm quite odd like that. It makes the flower better, to be honest. And this is quite sturdy, remember, this card. Okay, I'm going to have to let these dry though. Yeah, I like that side. So I now need to cut a few more. So I'll be back in a minute when I've done another 3 or 4 of those. Right, we're back now. I've got them all done. And like I say, you can use this, I can't remember what they call it. hang on, let me just find my piece of fabric. So you can just shape your petals a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is take my tweezers and on the left side, roll in like that. Just to the centre. So you've got that. Right. Just going to use this again. Just to lift them up a little bit. Give them a bit of lift. I mean, normally I would hold it like that and do that, but I just want to lift it slightly. I'm just going to do that with the others. So I do know how to use the tool, but I get a little bit more pressure if I do it like that and just press it into the material. I am clearing the shop out, the shop goodies, so don't forget, please go to vinted.co.uk, look up jennings644 small case, and all the letters and the letters and numbers keep together. There's no space between them. Like that. That will do. Okay. I've put some really nice bits up this morning. I mean, everything I had in the shop before I closed it, all that was left and all that's not listed, and there's quite a lot of it, is now getting loaded onto Vinted. Unfortunately, it's only UK buyers, but like I've said, you can drop me a line. I'll give you the details. I think I kept it, didn't I? So there's the details. fiona.freestylecrafts@gmail.com, vinted.co.uk, Jennings small case 644. That's all one word. Just for overseas buyers, let me know what you want and I'll take it from the shop, from the vintage page, and then invoice you for it. So it's so easy. But unfortunately, the one I joined, the Vinted, it was for UK people only, which is unfair. I mean, you can put overseas on it, but the shipping and that's so ridiculous. So I can search for a good shipper to give you a good price on that. You know, I've always done that anyway. I've got a couple more to do. Some of them are slightly smaller, so I need to go from the largest first to the smallest in order to get the shape of the flower. And I'm not sure how many layers I use. 1, 2, I think I used about 5 in that one, and I've got 5 in this one. Right, so there we are. Now let's just see the size. That's the largest. Then we've got that one, no. Yeah, that one, and that one. Okay, so what we need to do now is to put a little bit of glue in the centre. Oh, come on, glue. Oh, because I leave it on too long and it just melts away. Like I say, pop a little bit of glue in the centre. Turn it upside down. Now you need to alternate these, so this petal needs to be in between. Like that. And then we go back to alternating it again. Not sure if I want that one or that one. This one. So we're going to do that again like that. Now, I'm not sure if the videos are up, still up should I say, because I've done paper flowers, dozens and dozens of them. And so, I don't know if they're some of the videos that YouTube took down because they were arseholes basically. Yeah, can you see? Look. Now, let me just get rid of that. I do need to put some more in, of course. But this, I could leave it like that. Sorry, I'm getting a bit of glue everywhere. And let me just see if I've got anything to go in the centre of that. Like I've got these. I absolutely love these. And look. That's too big. But what about one of those? Perfect. Just perfect. And that's, I could carry on and put another 2 layers in, which would bring it further in and put a pearl in. But I do like to see, and look, I love the way I've done the 2-tone. It's, or different shades of the brown. And you just continue like that. And they look stunning for projects. Put that on a Christmas box. Do a red and put it on a Christmas box. That one I didn't even cut. I didn't even shape it. In fact, I'll show you how I did that one. Very similar to that. I'm just going to cut a circle. I'm only going to do a rough circle. And I'll show you what I did. Not a bad circle, is it? Okay, so we know we've got a centre. And I just did that with mine. And then I twisted it. That's all I did. Like that. Lift it out. Twist it. And that ended up like that. So you can cut them different sizes. See? And that's all I did. So they're easy to do, but I do like this one. And it's quite firm. Quite firm, and you can keep layering it. So I hope that's helpful. 2 flowers today. I'm just trying to think now, do I need to put this one on here as well? What I wanted to do was just to write Merry Christmas across that as a hanger and then put some lace around it, which I still might do, but hey ho, we'll see. I'm not sure. And I do like this one as well, which was made very similar to the other one. So I'm just going to share that with you. Lots of ways of doing them. See, that's that one. See, I just cut it and turned one side up and one side down. And layer and layer and layer them, and you get a really, really good... Let me just... what's it? Because I'm a bugger me. I've got to finish some off. Sometimes. Not all the time. I'm just going to turn this round. Turn the petals over one way and then do it the other, just so you can see by putting another one in what it looks like. And you can build up your flower slowly, so you can have as many layers as you want. So that's one way, and then we flip that over and we do it the other way. Like that. Like that. And then obviously if I put it onto the bit of foam, let me just get this again. Do that, see how it lifts it? And then you just imagine it's the same colour. And then I just pop that one in the centre of that. And keep going until you've got your flower that you want. They are lovely, I have to say. Black ones for Halloween and that. But hey ho. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.